enemy has only images and illusions, behind which he hides his true motives. Destroy the image, and you will break the enemy.
Einstein can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
The art of fighting without fighting? Tell me some of it.
Welcome, everybody, to the Box State Boys podcast. You already know what it is. I am your host, Steven Zamora. You can follow me on Twitter at Zamora BSB. Joined, as always, by my co-hosts, Oso at Osman_BSB and your boy at King Sanchez 70. And we are the Box State Boys. Please consider subscribing, liking, following along on this beautiful day. And I hope you guys enjoy this podcast. In a weird, in a very...
Oh, Steve, I love you.
Oh shit! I thought that was me for a second.
What?
Oh, you just froze.
Really?
You just went.
Except
Your boy started looking around. And he said, "Oh fuck."
yeah, I saw you. And I was like, "Oh shit, it's not me." Oh shit! Because there was a power outage yesterday or the day before, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
What happened? A squirrel jumped on it or something?
Probably got hit by lightning or got rain.
And the invisible guy.
It's been storming up here, all crazy.
Landed on your cables.
Yeah, they landed on the power cables outside of town the whole time.
The invisible guy from Deadpool.
Oh, fucking.
Wasn't it Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Did they pay that fool for that shit?
I think so.
Yeah, probably.
They should have paid me.
He said that he wanted to get like the most famous fucking actor he could to play the invisible guy.
Just to find out Brad Pitt when he dies.
That motherfucker's funny.
Damn, so with that writing strike and the actor strike, they're not gonna fucking...
Yeah, they postponed everything.
Yeah. Like Deadpool got laid all sick.
Yeah, because they were filming it, and then once something, like I think once it was the directors or something, another fucking thing went up, and they stopped production all entirely for a few weeks.
Well, it's just the writers are striking, and now the fucking actors are striking.
Yeah.
Everything's
just on fucking hold.
Called the unions, because they have a writers union and they have like an actors union, and both
like a ADC some fucking union for that.
But like all that, like most major actors, most writers, they're all part of that fucking the unions. So like if they want to make movies, they're gonna have to find someone out of the union, and those are people who are like fucking peons and shit, motherfuckers that just lay on the street in the fucking movies and shit.
This is our time to write a script. Get paid for it.
They'll call it scabs. That's called scabbing. That's like if the NFL, everyone went on strike, and then a bunch of fucking dumbasses like, oh, we'll play football. And then everyone's like, you fucking dumb fucks, bitches.
They can hate us all they want. We're going to be paid.
Yeah, we'll take all their money. We'll take Brad Pitt's money.
Yeah. We'll fucking write our own movie and then act in it and shit.
I know. Fuck them. Let's do that. Let's make money.
Yeah.
Let's start a new union, actually.
We'll get directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Who's on strike? Huh?
He's not. The directors aren't on strike.
The writers are on strike, so the directors have nothing to fucking direct.
They'll direct us in our new M. Night Shyamalan film.
What fucking script without what we're writing?
Wait, some of the directors might be part of the writers union and shit, though. I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
You think you'd have to? I would guarantee some of them are, because they're directing from people's scripts, and if the people who are writing are fucking gone, then
they're not the ones writing it themselves. You know what I mean? Like when fucking NFL players go on strike, the fucking coaches don't go on strike. It's just the fucking players. You know what I mean? Like it's an actual union. It's not just like I stand with the writers. It's like actual fucking unions that people sign into and fucking have contractual agreements with and shit. Like it's an actual Like it's an actual like civilized union, like organized union.
Oh, that shit's
The
crazy.
Writers Guild of America.
Motherfuckers
That's
can't even
tight.
ad lib in any movies. They have to go directly by how it is, how it's written.
What about the Thieves Guild? You guys ever been part of that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like their missions though.
I just rocked their uniforms
okay.
and killed everybody.
It says
When you get those ones at the end, that shit's tight. Those uniforms, those outfits, that's sick.
one of the main
The
focus points
Nightingale.
in the labor dispute is the residuals from streaming media. The Writers Guild of America claims that AMPTP's share of such residuals has cut much of the writers' average incomes compared to a decade ago.
Damn.
I'm saying they're not getting
Okay.
paid enough for as much these movies probably make.
Because anymore, it's not about upfront pay. I mean, it is, but it's all about that like residuals. You know what I mean? That's that long term financial security. That's why you do shit. You know what I mean?
Like these
The
fools get
royalty.
paid for their script, and then they turn around and see that the movie makes more than what they sold their script for, so they're getting mad that they don't have the income, a fair income to how
And
the actors are
I
getting
bet
paid, how
writers.
the
I don't
directors
think
are getting
writers would get
paid.
paid that much.
They should though. I mean,
That's probably what they're
writing the
fighting
whole
for, is to
fucking
get paid
movie.
more.
But they're fighting for residuals. That makes me think that a lot of them don't even have residuals, right? Or did they say they used
That's
to
what
get
I'm saying. I
residuals?
think they just sell their scripts for a price, and then they
It
don't
says
get any
because of
profits.
streaming, it changed. That it changed with streaming happened. Streaming happened.
Fuck, everything's so expensive, huh? I wish it was like back in the old day when you could just build a fucking house wherever you want and then do whatever the fuck you want on it and shit.
Yeah, just put a fence around and say that's my land.
Yeah,
Get like
and
a
defend that
big
shit.
like a big compound, like a big piece of land, and everybody in your family just builds houses on one big piece of land. And kind of make like a little neighborhood of it, just your family and stuff.
And then you don't have to pay bills. You know what I mean? You could just hunt and fucking grow your own vegetables and shit and do whatever the fuck you want. And no one could tell you shit. You
Mm-hmm.
can't even fish. That's against the law.
Because they want you to be dependent.
Yeah, they want you to pay to go fish. Like,
They want
motherfucker, if I
you-
give you $14, you better go catch a fucking fish for me. The
Yeah.
fuck?
I'll just go buy a fish.
I'll go buy a fish, buy a couple.
Shit.
Buy a
It's the
bag
same
of
thing.
breaded fish for that shit. A couple of
Uh-huh.
them. Have fish for days.
Yeah.
See, that's ridiculous, man. How come we can't do none of that shit? That's so stupid. That's like when all this like civilization just kind of goes too far. You know what I mean?
Pay for doing things that people have been doing for free for fucking forever.
It's capitalism, man.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
I bet you somebody just showed up, like built a little fucking hut in some big ass park where there was a bunch of deer, and was just like, "Hey, you guys got to start paying me to hunt these deer," and people just started doing it. So they were like, "All right, fuck, I guess we could get away with this."
And it takes a long time to get some of those endorsements, bro. Like a bear endorsement, a fucking mountain lion endorsement, all that shit. Like it takes a long time. Sometimes you could have a mountain lion on your fucking property and you can't kill it because you don't have the fucking proper like endorsements for it, and you could like get a felony for that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just gotta shoot it
Dude,
away
scary as
or
fuck.
just fucking wait for it to leave.
Yeah, that'd be fucking scary. Like you just imagine like you have a farm and like your fucking cows just start dying and stuff, and then you look out in your field and like there's a big hole where a fucking cougar's living, and it's like you can't do shit about it. You just have to like wait to see if somebody's gonna help you with it at some point.
I'll bury
You
that
gotta
fucking
call
hole.
somebody, call the wilderness people, and be like, "Hey, there's a fucking mountain lion." And be like, "All right, well, we'll be out there in like 10 to 12 weeks, maybe. All right, see you
Yeah.
then."
All right, we'll see if he's
Hope
around
that
then.
this motherfucker doesn't climb through your window one night. Fuck that.
Well,
That's a
like,
whole
especially
boogeyman.
if they get accustomed to fucking human meat, that's all they eat pretty much. They'll just start hunting for fucking humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for what tastes good to them.
What would you do? Would you just move off the property?
Fuck, I don't know.
Would you even report it, or would you just go out there and fucking put a hole in that motherfucker and bury it in the hole you
Fuck no,
found
because if
again?
they find out that you did that, you're going to jail and you're getting fined a shit ton of money.
How they gonna
Like
do
it is not worth it to do that. Like people who fucking hunt without licensing, like that is a big no. Like yo, fucking shit, you're better
Well,
off
yeah, that's because they bring
selling
it back.
drugs. No, like they could track that shit. Like if they find a bullet and shit, like they do fucking crazy ass like forensic investigations when motherfuckers shoot stuff that they're not supposed to shoot. And it's not hard to find you.
You
Like
could probably just
your bullet.
tranquilize it, can't you? And just probably
I don't
wait
think
for
you can do
somebody to
shit
come
to
pick
it
it
unless
up.
you have a fucking endorsement.
It's fucking stupid. That should kill
Huh?
you.
Yeah, you can't
Any
fucking
fucking
Well, I'm
defend
sure.
yourself.
kill you.
I'm sure if it has you cornered and like you're in your garage or something and you have a
Yeah.
fucking gun, I'm sure you could shoot it like self defense. But like if you got there looking for it and shit and you harm
That's all I
it,
would
it's like
say.
it's animal cruelty.
I say this motherfucker had me cornered. He was about to rape me and shit. He was asking me where my
You go
kids
put
are.
that food in the driveway and shit. Huh?
Uh,
Have the police show up
I
and
had
pulled up in
to.
a ball in the fucking corner with the gun just shaking.
and like you
Oh,
have
he
to
tried
live
to
in a
kill
certain
me.
area for a long ass time too to like get an endorsement for your own land and shit. Like you have to live there for like a while, and there's all sorts of stipulations on hunting and shit.
All these fucking laws
So
and stuff they just make for no goddamn reason just to get more money out of
for
your
money,
fucking
it's
pockets.
all about you
Yeah.
paying shit.
So crazy.
Like, why would they let you hunt that shit for free when some dumbass is gonna pay to fucking do it? You know what I mean? So like, that's what happened. The first people who pay for shit, they make everyone have to pay for shit because they're fucking dumbasses. And the people selling shit is like, well, someone else bought it, so why wouldn't you have to? I'm like, fuck, god damn you, why'd you have to buy that shit?
How would you?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, why can't you just say I'll fucking split what I catch with you?
I bet that's what happened, huh? Like the bar, like I don't know, how did currency come? Like when did that? Like how does that shit work? Like I'm sure it starts off as a bartering system, and then they're like, I'm tired of fucking trading shit like this, so let's make stones worth something, or make I don't know certain
Coins,
materials worth something.
metal,
They reached
metal,
it in their skill
nickel,
tree.
Their skill tree, yeah, they researched
currency.
it, huh?
Discovered currency in their skill tree.
It used to be
Uh,
gold, right, and silver, like precious metals, is what people.
yeah, like gold, silver, gems, like anything like they can find that was kind of
Even
natural.
stones. I think they used to use stone coins and stuff like that too. Long time
But
ago.
I can understand it because I was thinking about like it's easy to do that with like just straight up goods, like be able to trade goods for other goods and services. But like now we have AC and electricity, so like what in a barter system, what would be the what's the word? It starts with the I.
Ideal.
Incentive. What would be the
Oh.
incentive for people to show up every day to keep your electricity on if they're not getting paid for it? You know what I mean? Like, what do you give them
Yeah.
people? Do you just tell them you get all the food you need and fucking a house and shit? Or
If they
like,
made
what do you?
everything free, people. Do you think people would feel obligated to do their duties, or do you think that everybody would slack because everything is free?
People wouldn't do it because people that show up and like, for instance, like the trash man, I'm sure that like none of their passion is to fucking pick up people's trash. They do that shit for money, for survival. You know what I mean? So like the people, there's gonna be people who are passionate about what they do and they'll do that shit for free, but everyone else,
Everybody
like, there's
else
no
isn't
incentive
going to
for
do
them to
that.
do that.
Yeah.
Like I
Everybody else
think
is
now
working
we
to
have
make
to use
money.
currency just because how things are and how big everything is, and just the systems in place rely so heavily on money. But like in a barter system, I don't know how you would pay someone to keep your electricity on or your AC or your fucking water running. Like
They
I
had
don't know how to do that shit.
there was one guy I was studying. I'm not studying. I was fucking listening to for a while. Um, but he came up with the idea of a resource based economy, where it's basically like that, like but it's like bigger scale. It's worldwide. Everybody kind of gets rid of their currency and they go to resource based economy. I guess I don't really remember the details of it, but if you ever want to look it up, like just look up resource based economy. But I remember him saying that the only thing that basically it was so that people wouldn't have to work. Nobody would have to work anymore, and everybody would kind of have all their stuff taken care of, their basic needs. And the only people that would have to work is miners, because you would have to get precious resources from the earth to be able to make batteries and
Keep your shit going, keep everyone's shit.
electrical components and stuff. Because he
Well,
was
like
like,
farmers too, right? Like they'd have to pay farmers and shit, or like farmers
well,
would still have to work.
he was saying basically everything would be done artificially by robots and artificial
fuck.
intelligence.
Like
and stuff.
iRobot, like where like shit was just like they did everything for free.
Yeah,
Like people were just
basically.
handed robots to take care of their
Like
lives.
it started off with like, because I was worried about this too. I think this is why I got into it because I'm a driver, and it was about they're gonna start have self-driving fucking trucks, and they're planning on doing like fleets, right? So like you'll have like fucking 30 semis that are all automated like a train, right? The front one leads the way, and the other 30 just follow behind it like a fucking train. But it's just fleets of fucking trucks, and they're all automated by fucking self-driving shit.
Self-driving
AI.
Yeah. And so he was like, basically, this is going to happen in every industry across the country, like across the world, no matter what. Like, this is what's going to happen. So we got to figure out a way for people to be able to live when all our jobs are taken over by AI and robots and stuff like that. So this is our resource-based economy. And then I was like, oh, okay, let me look into that.
Fuck. That is where the world's gonna be at, huh? Like fucking,
Might be.
like robots are gonna take over all sorts of shit.
I don't remember why, but I remember thinking like I looked into it for a while and I believe like I was like, oh, this shit is cool, for the longest time. And then for like after a while, there was like a bunch of arguments I seen, and I was like, oh yeah, this shit actually makes 0 sense. There's like no way we could actually do this, but I don't remember what it was. That's when I was like 15.
Fuck, cause like
Shit, for
I
us
think
15 years
there's one in
ago.
Colorado, but I think there's like a fucking all robotic McDonald's. Let me see.
I could
'Cause
see
I remember
that.
seeing some of that.
And if you think about it too, like Japan too, like some of their vending machines are straight automated robots. And like they hand out food and coffee and drinks and
They
like
even have like
fresh and hot and warm.
the little fucking conveyor belts that bring you the food and stuff, huh? Someone has to make it though. I guess not. If you have like
You just have to do maintenance on it to make sure everything's running
Yeah.
smoothly. Other than that, you just let that shit run by itself.
I mean, customer service would still be a job. I think that as long as humans are the consumer, you're always gonna need humans to do customer service.
I mean, shit, McDonald's right now, nobody even stands at the front counter no more. You're supposed to just go get all your food off that fucking menu thing.
But like, see that, like, what if the shit
that's a
fucks up, or
POS
it's like
pretty much.
undercooked, or like something breaks and you get like a raw burger? Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, do you call somebody? Like, they must have some type of like line that you could call or something.
Just maintenance. Just to come in, see what the problem is, fix it.
I have no idea.
Somebody has to service all that stuff at some point.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you have all that shit, you have
Unless
to
they're
have somebody
service
certified
robots.
to handle it.
What if you
Robot
pay
comes in to fix a
another
robot?
robot to maintain that shit? Maintenance robot.
Yeah.
The shit just sinks into the ground and new one pops up. Oh shit.
Customer service bots.
They do kind of have that. That's what fucking unemployment uses. They use, like, you can't talk to a real person ever since COVID. Like, you just talk to the little AI person, the little virtual assistant.
Frontier does that too.
Yeah. It's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
Because how am I going to give a fucking robot my sob story, and show them how fucking upset I am?
Yeah. Cold, heartless fucking
Show 'em
robot.
how-
Dude, what the fuck?
How am I going to tell a robot, bitch, where's my unemployment?
That fool's just gonna tell you the rules and tell you we'll get back to you later.
But I don't understand that. Please repeat your question. Or say things like, check my account. And, that's all they say. And then you don't say nothing for a while, or it's like, go get your pin, and you can't find it, and then that shit just hangs up on you. Fuck, that's my experience. Do you? I assume you guys have similar experience with that type of shit.
Yeah, like calling a robot and shit.
Yeah,
I was doing that.
People.
Yeah, automated voice messages. Like I did that shit the other day, where it's like I had to enter in the zip code for my card, and I'm sitting there, like it doesn't say enter it in. It just says, what is your billing zip code? And I fucking said it, and then this shit just kept repeating it over and over. And I pressed it, I said it clear as fuck over and over, and this shit just kept repeating. I was like, this is fucking annoying.
See, if that was a human, they would have just heard you once, maybe twice, if they're
Yeah.
hard of hearing or whatever, And then you've been
like I said that shit like number by number, slow, like 1, 2, 3, and that shit was like, can you repeat your whatever? And I was like, this motherfucker. I type it in, waits a little bit, and then it doesn't even recognize it. Types it in, just says, all right, what is your billing zip code? I'm like, No.
So
I
what'd
hate
you do? Did you end
automated
up
voice
hanging up?
messages. Yeah, I ended up hanging up and just doing that shit on the app. Like, fuck no, this shit is stupid. I have people. They have all this
Sometimes you
shit
need to talk
implemented,
to
but it doesn't even
humans.
fucking work.
Because like AIs work in a perfect world, you know what I mean, where there's no gray area. But like that's all fucking life is pretty much is a gray area, especially with humans. You know what I mean? Like you need human assistance sometimes because shit never works the way it's supposed to. Hardly ever does it
Yeah.
fucking happen like that. And humans understand, you know what I mean? We're like, oh shit, my bad, dog.
They hear
Like
you.
yesterday,
They listen
I
to you.
bought a fucking soda and I thought it was a zero sugar soda, but it wasn't. And I went up there and I just told the guy, hey, I thought this was zero sugar. It's not. Can I just go get the other one? Like, yeah. I don't think I'll be able to do that with the fucking robot. You know what I
You
mean?
have to do. You have to bring it back, get the refund, go pick out the other one. That refund would cover that. It'd be a
Yeah.
whole transaction for just fucking switching the drinks
I would have to buy the correct one and then call somebody or do something and,
for a
get
refund on
that
the
like
card
a
or whatever
refund in
it
like fucking 10 to 11 business days and
is.
shit.
Yeah.
Just to
See,
get
people
it. But
need the
that guy
human
was just like,
aspect of
yeah, go get
things.
the fucking soda that you want. You know what I mean? Put that one
Getting
back and
angry
get
thinking
the
about
right
it.
one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It,
fucking
it
mad.
wasted no one's time. It took me a few seconds. I just turned around and said, "Oh shit, can I get the right one?" Yeah. I just went and grabbed it, put that one back, and fucking walked out. You
Yeah,
know what
with
I mean?
AI, it just wastes our time, not their time.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to work. That's how shit is supposed to work. God damn it.
Yeah, with AI, it doesn't do that shit. Like, but like you don't have to do much, I guess. Like, no one has to waste their own time when it comes to AI. But like, I don't know. It's stupid. Shit doesn't get done correctly a lot with AI.
It's still a work in progress.
I want to see. I want to work with that Chat GPT stuff though. I just want to see what that's all about.
Get BSB Chat GPT. Chat
Chat
BSB.
BSB.
Yeah.
It just talks like us. Just says fuck on every other word.
Like, do you guys see like how crazy AI is? Like, how it can sing songs with anyone's voice and shit.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
how like there's this YouTube short channel. It's Unreal Downey Jr. and it's like a full body AI replica of this when he does like all these things, and it looks real, but it's not that full.
That's tight.
They
See,
can
is
make
that tight
anybody
or is it
do
scary?
anything.
Are you guys scared of
Like
this shit?
yeah, because they can make anybody do anything. They can make you fucking commit a crime, and where the fuck's your proof that the AI fucking made it up?
What if they make like an army of metal men that
Like
are buff?
fucking
Terminator?
Skynet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They weren't fucked, bro.
Yeah, we ain't doing shit against that.
I hope
We're
like
just gonna
if that
line them
shit
with
like
guns and rockets.
it's gonna come to a point in the very near future where someone's gonna have to make that decision. Like, do I make an army of fucking artificial men or not?
Or do we
You know what I
continue
mean?
with humans?
I just hope everything that we've consumed over this, past however many years has prepped us to make the right
I hope these
decision at that
motherfuckers who
instance.
make these decisions watch these fucking movies to see where shit could lead.
It's probably their favorite movies, and they'll still
I
fucking make an
know.
army of metal
I know.
men.
They'd be like, oh yeah, we'll change that. We'll make it different. And they do the exact same
Yeah.
thing in the fucking movie.
Ours
without
will be
realizing.
better than that. We learned.
Yeah.
And they're like,
no,
what
you
the
didn't.
fuck? We had no idea.
Oh, they're all synthetic. They're not Arnold. They're the synthetic ones. Oh yeah, fucking stupid.
I'm telling you, man. There's so many. Like I see things like that on the internet all the time. Of like fucking Elon Musk, right? For example, like he's fucking scared of AI,
Yeah.
and this motherfucker like does this for like that's his. He's like considered like one of the biggest geniuses of our generation, and he's like, we shouldn't fuck with this. This stuff is kind of
Yeah, like
crazy.
that fool
Like,
does not want to touch that shit.
yeah, he's like,
Beyond
no,
our
we
comfort
probably
Like he's
shouldn't
all
be doing
about
that.
like remote controlling shit, but he does not want to let anything else run his fucking shit other than he knows.
Well, you could
people
have
that
you
do
you
it.
could have basic AI, like programmed AI, but like that you program all the reactions and all that shit. Like it's controlled AI. Like what
Yeah.
they're doing is like this shit is like it develops its own patterns and shit. It's like a fucking
Yeah,
Yeah.
actual
that Chat
learning
GPT,
AI.
it takes
Yeah.
fucking all the information from the internet and it fucking learns from it and it learns how to like it'll learn. It learns on its own.
Like on
It doesn't
Snapchat,
fucking-
you can have a conversation with an AI, a full fucking conversation if you wanted.
Yeah.
I told my Snapchat AI the other day I wanted to choke my chicken and it told me that was inappropriate. Let's change topic.
He knows what you're talking about, either one way or the other. He knows that shit's
They
inappropriate.
said, "What's your favorite hobby?" I said, "I like basketball." What else do you like? Choking my chicken? That's inappropriate. Let's change topics.
Let's talk about some other
God
shit.
damn. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
See, and I feel like a human would probably say that to you too. A certain human would.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are like, oh, okay, you know.
AI is a
But I guess
Whatever.
that is you can't harass an AI. You could talk all the shit you want. You can't talk shit to a human too much
So like, that's when it
without
gets to the point of AI
repercussions.
getting tired of it, like iRobot and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
Motherfuckers
They're
are
like
tired
all
of
these
being
years.
controlled. Yeah, they fucking break their own programming and become free.
that's gonna happen.
Like that's the
Especially
scary
if
shit
something
about
could
AI
learn.
is them,
Yeah.
them learning to be able to do things, and then
If,
you never know if they're
if
gonna
they're
rewrite their
able to like
programming.
develop their own processes and patterns and thoughts and shit, eventually it'll come to one like humans are fucking stupid. Fuck them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, look at the fucking
Because
history of
all
humans.
humans come to that point too. Like we think of that shit of other humans, and AI will definitely think that shit of humans. You know what I mean?
They'll
Yeah,
think
for
that
sure.
we're the fucking problem, that we're the disease.
Like, that's why motherfuckers like cats more than humans and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All it takes is that one robot that likes cats better than humans.
Uh, Sitting there petting Mr. Whiskers while humans burn and shit.
No, no, you know what? I was kind of switched subjects, but to talk because you know how we're talking about what mushrooms and jellyfish are aliens.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
cats are aliens. Or cats are some other shit.
they're
Cats,
otherworldly beings, huh?
they're like spiritual in a way. Like they know
I
some
feel like
shit. They're
yeah, I feel like they know like spirits and stuff, or they can see ghosts or some shit like that. Cause like
What if cats are aliens from the aliens that visited the Egyptians? That's why they worshipped cats because they saw them as deities because they came from another place,
maybe I think because they said like cats
and then they just
pineal glands or
domesticated them.
whatever that their pineal glands are like bigger than humans.
Yeah,
So
their
like
their third eye is awake most of their
they might be
life.
mainly fucking spiritual beings. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're fucking weird.
people like a lot of religions view cats as like fucking spiritual and fucking awoke and shit, astral.
Astral projection. You know what I mean?
But like, yeah, a lot of like people worship fucking cats, and cats are something of their own.
And you can't control a cat. Like I don't control my fucking cats. They do whatever the fuck they want, man. I mean, you could
They
beat
res-
their ass and they'll get their ass beat if they fucking do a certain like piss on your couch or something. But they don't, they do what the fuck they want. They just don't want those problems
yeah,
at that time. You know what I mean?
yeah, like they're smart. Like they know, oh shit,
Yeah.
if I do this, I'm gonna get my ass beat. So I'm not gonna do it, but I could do whatever the
Fuck.
fuck I want if I really wanted to.
Yeah, fuck you still. Like that's how I feel like
Yeah,
they just say like fuck you all the time.
you can't tell me that these motherfuckers aren't from another planet.
All right, for you guys watching or listening, this is a TikTok video. Same.
Hi, he knows, huh?
There's a cat licking in a very peculiar way, an otherworldly way, if you will.
Strange, huh? She was alien. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm sorry for interrupting the broadcast, but I had to get your quick attention, all right? I got a homie. He makes these wonderful shirts. If you like this shirt I got going on, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray as the White Man Can't Jump cover. When I saw this, I was like, I got to have that. So to get yours, you got to go to Lurk Designs, all right? That's lurkdesigns.bigcartel.com. Check out some of his work, man. I'm telling you, he makes the best graphics. And on top of that, the t-shirts are super comfortable. They're a great fit. Go check him out right now. I'm telling you. As soon as you're done with this podcast, go get you some Lurk, man. Because you ain't right without it.
Like if like the same thing with like dogs or anything. If you were to let them just grow up in the wild, they would fucking attack anything. But since you domesticate them, they know not to attack people because you train them that way.
See, I think that too, but like with dog, I think all cats have the ability to survive in the wild. But like,
Yeah,
if you put Fruit in the fucking wild, she's not gonna make it very long.
yeah.
I don't see her being able to hunt, or I don't see her being able to do anything that she needs to do to fucking survive. And she's lazy as fuck. You know what I mean? And that's not just
Well,
because
that's
she's
like
old.
the
Like
thing with
even when
like
she was
cats.
in
Like
her
you
prime,
can,
she didn't like being outside and shit. Like she'd rather
yeah.
be inside the house than
One of the
AC.
only dogs I ever seen that was fucking lazy. Like, that's so weird.
And she'd get tired and shit. Like she
Yeah.
had no stamina. So it's like in the wild, she'd just be a meal for something, is what she would be. But like if you could put Carmela, Myrtle, you could put any cat, I think, in the wild, and it would get accustomed and survive most likely.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
find a
as long
way.
as it's probably not too domesticated by the time you actually let it out. Because
Like
otherwise, it's going to
dogs,
know that it's like they
Some
won't
dogs are
know
just
feeding
bred to
time.
be
Hunting.
fucking inside things. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
fucking. But cats, I think, are wild at
Like
heart a
Chewy,
little
how
bit.
long do you think Chewy would have lasted out there?
Not long. Well, maybe he's
Well,
fucking. He's able to control Jade and shit. Like when it comes to temperament, like that does like. Well, if it's a fucking wolf or something, I mean, you know, he's gonna get fucked over. But like, I think he'd be able to do something at least. I
At
mean, if a
least
fucking
he'd be
squirrel
like
can
with a pack
survive
of
and a
dogs.
gopher,
He'd be
yeah,
leading like a pack of dogs or something like that.
yeah. Like he'd have to have a squad with him. You know what I mean? But he'd control them a little bit. I think they'd be scared of him. Because like
Mhm.
it's weird, like you know, Jax is big as fuck. He's you know, and he like Jax right now is like a little bit smaller than JD, and fucking Carmelo controls his ass. Like Carmelo will have that food in the corner looking at the fucking wall until she leaves.
yeah.
Mhm. Like she is like, but it's just because she acts like she's something that you can't fuck with. You know what I mean?
It's because cats carry about that shit 24/7. They're about that. Don't fuck with me attitude. And they'll make that
Yeah.
known cross and they'll fucking hit you and shit and scratch you, bite you just to make you know that point to
And
not
same thing
fuck
with
with them.
Chewy. Like Chewy used to run Jade, food. Like Jade didn't eat until Chewy ate and all that kind of shit. And he's like fucking 2 pounds. You know what I mean? Like at his
Mhm.
biggest, that food was like 3.5 pounds. And JD is a fucking, she's a big ass dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
and then
it's
you got
like
Jackson, little Carmela, and that Carmela just punks his ass.
he just acted like he was the shit. So they fucking everyone listened to him. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's like yeah. So like that, I think that counts for a lot in the animal world. Is like acting like you're about that shit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because people ain't gonna test it. You know what I
Not
mean?
backing down. That's how they show their dominance, is just by not backing down.
Yeah, it's like what the
So you
size
sit
of
there
the
and you
fight and the
stand your
dog.
ground,
You
that
know what I
shows
mean?
dominance. Yeah. It shows you're not scared.
But then I don't know. I guess when push
Really.
comes to shove, them things get fucked up and shit. You know what I mean?
Animals are a fucking trip, man.
It's sick. I like animals a lot, man. I think they are the true inhabitants of this earth. I think
Yeah.
all like animal life will be here, you know, long after we fucking
We
kill
can hope
ourselves.
and see what happens with AI. Might just be eating tofu for the rest of our lives
A-
and shit.
AI can't control them. The
I wonder,
animals, I don't
yeah,
think
I
either.
wonder how AI, like, if we did have
Mm.
robots and stuff like that, how they would interact with animals, like how animals would interact with them.
Animals are
They
so
don't show that in
unpredictable
movies.
too. Like you could raise a bear and shit, and that motherfucker would just one day eat you for the fuck of it.
Yeah, like he just has a
Same
bad.
thing with like people who own tigers and shit. Like you can raise a tiger from a cub, but once that you piss that thing off, you're not going to do anything to stop it.
I saw a lady get her fucking. She was in a little crocodile fucking um den thing.
Enclosure.
Yeah, and she was like, this crocodile was like trying to sneak its way out while she was like had the door open. So she like walked over and she like grabbed its snout and was like pushing his snout away. And then she like looked away real quick and the fucking thing snatched her arm up and
Just
fucking
start
started doing
turning.
it, pulled her in and fucking started doing a death roll and shit like that. And like I don't know how that bitch's arm didn't break and like how she stayed composed and shit. But she like rolled with it and then fucking put her feet like on the alligator's like shoulders pretty much and like was holding her arm there. And then some guy jumped in the enclosure, jumped on the alligator's back and like fucking started choking it. And then she was just like, just stay on its back. And she was like all calm and shit. She's like, just stay on his back and just do this and that. And she was like telling him how to control it. Like,
That's
fuck.
good,
It's,
man.
yeah.
Her
But them shits will
confidence saved
snatch you
her
up.
fucking arm probably.
No, and people don't understand. Like when you get in a situation like that, you have to be calm, bro. Because like you'll die. Like adrenaline and bad rush decisions, that shit, you're gonna die quicker to
Yeah,
that
she
shit.
didn't show an ounce of fucking like panic. Like she got snatched up and she like fell into the fucking enclosure, and then the alligator started doing a death roll and she flipped with it, and then just tucked her legs under, put her arms on his shoulder to keep him from rolling again, and then fucking the guy jumped in and jumped on the back and she was just like, "This is what you do."
Fuck.
Mm.
Like that's why like I don't know like first responders and all that shit you have to be experienced and you have to be trained up on those situations. Like so when I got into that little scuffle about a week ago, like I felt like a civilian. Like cuz I back in the day when I was doing my shit, I was kind of trained up pretty good. You know what I mean? Like I knew what to do in certain situations. I never panicked. And I didn't panic this last time, but I just kind of I found myself getting scatterbrained a little bit. Like like, I was letting the adrenaline kind of get the best of me. I'm like, fuck. Like I can only imagine a normal person who's never seen conflict, who's not well versed in conflict and life saving decisions. Like that shit will fuck you over. Like your brain will take complete control of your body. You know what I mean? Like it's so crazy. You have to be calm and you have to be as rational as you can when shit pops off, because
Yeah.
you'll get fucked up for sure.
Yeah, that shit will just straight ruin the entire situation for you if you start panicking, because your brain just tells you to do all the wrong shit when you're doing that shit.
One time I was cooking shrimp food, and like it came in like a little bag, and like there's parts of it that had like ice chips in it, and I thought I had thawed it. I left it out for a fat minute. And then I went and poured that shit in grease food, and that shit shot up fire. You know what I mean? Like, because I was like, oh, this is all thawed, and I didn't, I was just kind of confident. I just poured the whole thing in there, and I just saw like this big ass chunk of shrimp or like mad ice, bro. Just hit hot ass grease and water and grease, and that shit just shot up in flames, fool. And I was like, oh shit, and it ended up catching like the vent above the fucking stove on fire. And like I was like, oh fuck, and like shit started catching on fire, and I'm like, fuck, this our house is catching on fire. But like I was cool. I was like, okay, well, first things first, I gotta get this fire down, whatever. And I look at fucking Linda's like legit just screaming, like 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 I was like, are you screaming? She's like, yeah, let's do something, let's do something. I was like, what do you want me to do? I'm trying to fucking put water on this shit. And then she's like, call the cops. What the fuck are they gonna do? I ain't gonna do shit.
Oh, they're gonna call the fire department.
And then like I think I was calm, so like Fruit was just standing next to me, like she was just like, and Linda's like, come on, Fruit, let's go outside. And then Fruit was just like standing there like all cool, just right next to me, and I'm like, but what I ended up doing is just filling a big ass bowl full of water and just throwing that shit up until all the fire was gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like just to see Linda like straight up just like scream like that, I'm like, oh fuck,
Full on panic mode.
Just to look at Fruit just sitting next to you.
But that shit kind of made me double guess in my head too, because like when I saw it on fire, like I didn't think it was a big deal. I was like, oh shit, that shit's on fire. And like I knew, to get water, it's not that big of a fire or whatever. But when Linda screamed like that I was kind of like, fuck, am I in danger? Like, what the fuck is happening?
Am I about to burn the house down?
Like, are we gonna die? Like, what the fuck is happening? And then like I was like, no, just get water and fucking throw it up there. Then I just had to buy like the fan caught on fire a little bit, so I just replaced the fan assembly and fucking replaced the little vent thing. But like it wasn't that crazy, but like like I don't know, I think if I would have panicked, I could probably caught the fucking house on fire.
Oh yeah.
You tried running outside with that pan, just fucking caught everything on fire.
Like if I would have left that shit on fire, ran outside and called the cops, my shit would have probably burnt down.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Your shit was already on fire.
Like panic would have, like panic is like almost like a fucking disease where like, like Linda could have made you panic because she was panicking. And so you would have panicked in your head and been like how you said, like, oh shit, am I about to die? And then you could have panicked and been like, fuck, then we need to go outside. We need to just run away. And then your fucking shit would have burned down.
Yeah. And like it makes you want to, like, it's fight or flight, right? I mean, you either fucking do something or you run away. But I was like, and I kind of just had to check myself and be like, no, I know, like it's a fire, you know what I mean? Fire, and it's right next to a fucking sink full of water, so it's like,
it could be
if I throw some water up at that bitch and that shit's still on fire, then I might go fucking call somebody. You know what I mean? But let me try throwing water first.
Yeah.
Let
me try some. If that shit don't work, all right, then well, fuck. I'm gonna have to.
But like it's funny, like just like that screaming, like have you seen those little shows where like it just zooms in on her face and she's just screaming like that, like a lady? That's how I felt. Like I just like turned because like it's like loud and there was commotion and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like sitting here trying to put out the fire and I just hear screaming. I look and she's just like straight up just screaming. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Like that art, huh? Just face it, like hands to the face.
Ah! Yeah, just like pure terror in her face. And I was like, oh shit, are we gonna die? And I was like, no, it's a fucking fire. I know, I know how fires work.
Yeah, it's just not that crazy. Just some water splash up there. We'll see.
But I did think about that too, because I was like, fuck. I was like, I do gotta put this out quick because if it does catch like wires on fire and it turns into an electrical fire, that shit is fucked.
It'll go.
I was like, nah, this could be bad. So I was like, no, I gotta put it out while it's just a fucking things things are on fire because shit's on fire. You know what I mean? Instead of like electrical fire and dangerous shit. So like, yeah. But I don't know. It's just funny. It's like I don't know. That's where AI would have been cool because I think if I had like an AI stove, something would have happened. Or like
it probably would have just shot up like fucking like shit in a fire extinguisher. Like it probably would have just shot it up, or if like shot it down from the vent itself onto the stove.
Yeah,
just like
and
fucking
just been
smothered
too.
everything.
Like that
Yeah.
movie Smart House.
Yeah.
All
that?
that shit turned sentient too. Yeah, that
Yeah.
Smart House turned into a woman, right?
Yeah, that.
Turned into the Bundy wife.
Yeah,
Into
it was Al Bundy's wife.
yeah, it was what's his name?
It's Jax's
From
mom.
Jax's
Yeah.
mom
Yeah.
from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, you get AI and your Smart House turns into Gemma Teller.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't fuck with that shit.
Yeah. Bad shit.
Thing addictive. No, I just want my fire put out, huh? I don't want all the
No,
extra
I do
shit
like that. I like
get there.
technology. We shouldn't make technology everything, but we should definitely like streamline it into the processes. Like life saving things like fires and all that shit. That's when we should have AI is like robots and shit. Like imagine instead of sending a firefighter and then you send a fucking like, fully flame retardant robot that could see through smoke and has all these sentries and all this shit to save people. You know what I mean? Or to find
Yeah.
the source of the fire or that's where we should use like AI, I think, is like shit like that. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
tight, and you don't put humans in danger at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fire. Yeah. Maybe
Trying to
like
think of other ways we could use that. But it's kind of that's kind of
floods.
scary because like if you make a fucking flame retardant robot and then that shit becomes fucking evil.
Sentient. You
Yeah.
can't burn it.
You just fucking dismantle it.
Now you got to put some type of hard reset or have some type of. You got to have some kind of
Well,
fail safe before you start doing
Control
shit
over
like
the
that.
fucking power source.
But that's like the whole thing with the AI. It's like if they're going to be smart enough to actually defy the person who made it.
Well, it'll know its weakness, right, and then counteract
They
it.
should just
somehow.
write down on a piece of paper how to turn it down. Or how to
Like
shut it down.
I know I have a fucking reset switch, so I put a hard piece of metal over it. Oh fuck.
Man, that's really why you write it down. You don't put it on the internet. You just write it on a piece of paper so that shit don't know.
Write it in a note, maybe give it to somebody else you trust.
No one says
and you guys know
what the
secret.
fucking what the
Nobody
weakness
tells it.
is.
Yeah. Nobody tells it that it has a switch on the back.
Hey, do you guys think sleeper cells are real? Like Russian
Yeah.
super secret agents?
Like
It's
people who,
possible.
yeah.
I think
so.
like because there's like they said that shit was happening, right? Or they were trying to do that, like make sleeper cells or whatever.
Yeah.
That's
I hear
wild.
it's all-
That's a wild idea.
Fucking I heard on a show. So there's this website where people go and they'll just make like fantasy, like they write these fantasy worlds basically. And it's like real fucking like, furries and, weirdos. It's like a very
Yeah.
popular website where all these fucking people go and they write all their little, like their sexual stories or their fucking, I don't know. They
Is it
make fantasy,
creepypasta or something?
something like that. But I guess Russian hackers acted like they were a Somalian hacker group and hacked this site and put all kinds of stuff about gay is bad and all this, crazy stuff to make gay people hate Muslims, so that there would be more division within America between gay people and Muslims. and that they could convince like Saudi Arabia and like the United Arab Emirates or whatever, that they can convince them that America hates them because they're making gay people now go on Twitter and tag like, oh, Muslims are fucking evil and all this stuff because they're taking down our website and all this stuff.
Fuck.
God damn.
That's crazy, huh?
Conspiracies and fucking setups.
Yeah.
I could see that shit being highly effective. Especially in a place like America.
Yeah.
And fucking like Muslim countries, because Muslim like those countries over there, they feel very strongly about their fucking culture and what they believe in. You know what I mean?
Very strongly.
So like that's the perfect fire to start, man. Is but like shit like that.
Yeah. So they're going to all these Arab countries and Muslim countries now and saying, look, America hates you. Like even look on Twitter, man, all gay America, like you already don't like that they have all these gay people there. And now all the gay people are attacking your people that are living there and stuff. So like, how are you going to respond to this?
They're a bunch of gay capitalists that talk shit to you guys on Twitter. And they're like, oh, fuck that. They're like, fuck that shit, dog.
That's a little sleeper cell-ish, but like that's fucking they're manipulating, man. And bots. Elon
That
Musk
is
with the bots
propaganda
on
at its
Twitter.
best. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if Hitler had Twitter, bro. Like, that'd be so fucking crazy. If like Twitter was around back then,
Yeah.
that should be nuts.
I don't know. Imagine the shit that food would be posting, what he'd be
Well, no,
saying,
because like
who he'd
I
be
don't think
talking to.
it'd actually be kind of better because I think someone would be like, "Nah, this was bullshit," and add him. You know what I mean? And then everyone would see it, be like, "Huh, yeah, fuck this guy." You know what I mean? They just tweet like a video or something. You know what I mean? And Frank would just be in the attic just tweeting and shit. Like, I'm up here still. You know what I mean?
Haven't been found yet, bitches.
And then they're like, fuck. And then instead of Anne Frank's
So
diary,
much
it'd be
for
like,
this invasion.
it'll be
And
Anne
it's like a
Frank's
little
like
tip
Hashtag
jar
bookmarks
addict
on
emoji.
Twitter and shit.
Ain't been found yet. Twitter or fucking
Anne
house
Frank's
emoji. Fucking tiptoe.
likes or whatever. You know what I mean?
Hashtag addict life.
Yeah.
Block fucking Hitler.
So like, I don't know. Social
Motherfucker
media's
can't
alright.
see shit.
Yeah, block. Fuck Hitler. Just block that fool. And you just block that fool.
Yeah.
He can't see your shit you post, huh? I'm fucking still up here.
Mute him.
bitch.
Mute anything.
Mute him.
Yeah, mute.
Mute Nazi.
Uh-huh.
Anything Nazi.
Mute the Third Reich and shit. You know what I mean? And then.
Oh, fuck.
But hey, I had a question. I had a question for both of you that popped up during the whole the thing we were talking about. Would you guys dress like a fuzzy animal and fuck someone else dressed like that?
No.
She's hot.
You're not.
The
you're
animal's
gonna be
hot or the
staring at
person?
fucking
Oh,
fuzzy,
it's an
stupid.
animal? Not the fucking
You're
animal?
fuzzy, stupid. That means you're dressing up
It's a
as an
furry.
animal. Fucking,
Yeah, and then you fuck animal. They actually fuck animals?
No, they
No,
fuck
they
in
fuck
those costumes.
other people dressed like animals.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the
So
girl
if
is
you were a
hot,
bunny,
that's dressed up, then
you're not
true,
gonna
man.
see the girl.
You're gonna see her furry, her
gonna see what she's
persona, as
dressed
they
as.
call it.
Her persona.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her persona. You ain't gonna see her,
That's-
dog. That's what he's saying.
that's
you
what they call it.
down to
So,
fuck
like-
a furry.
Yeah, so like I dress up like a bear, right? Like a blue bear, you know what I mean? And then fucking, I don't know, someone dresses like a chicken. I'm like, you know, and we fuck, but like in our costumes, you know what I mean?
So is it like I don't see their face at all? They're like
No.
almost like a mascot, like you have a fucking helmet thing on.
Yeah, you
It's
just
like a
see their
full-
persona, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sticking my dick in something random like that.
Well, it's kind of like a walking glory hole, you know what I mean? More
Kinda
interactive,
is, huh?
though. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
spontaneous.
but I
shit.
wouldn't
It's like,
fucking stick my dick in a glory hole either, because I don't know.
You know what the fuck's in there?
yeah.
Just some guy sucking me dick, sucking my dick from the other side, sucking me dick.
Well, that's tight. Then you wouldn't care, would you?
Raw.
Like, would your dick be
Yeah.
any less suck because there was a guy at the other end, or what?
Nah, I wouldn't feel as good about it afterwards.
I know. Would you carry that shit to your grave and constantly think about? Like,
You'd
what
feel
the
less
fuck was
Muslim at
behind
that point, I
door?
think.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't be a Muslim anymore.
Like, am I gay now? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just gonna always be in the back of your head. Like, what the fuck was behind that door? Like, what did
Yeah.
I just do? Who was that?
You don't go to a glory hole to ask those type of questions. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the
Just go to
question.
a
I'd be
bar.
If
asking,
you're the
that's
type
why
of
I'm
person
not
that
doing
asks
it.
those questions, you probably wouldn't even fucking go in there.
No,
You know what I
hell no.
mean?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the whole thing. It's like spontaneousness. Like there could be
Spontaneous
anything on this.
and mysterious and alluring.
Yeah.
I like them bitches that like walk around on all fours and stuff, and like have people put collars on them and let them walk around.
Yeah.
Like they go around sniffing people's asses and barking
Yeah.
and shit. That shit's crazy.
Have you
I
have you
know
seen
where
that
your tail's
goat,
coming
like
from.
that petting zoo with goat people dressed like goats, and they just like walk around buying and shit and eating stuff off the floor? And
If you just go around pet them,
yeah, people, other people come and pay to go in there and pet them and shit and watch them like roam around and graze and shit. You know what I mean?
that's why AI is gonna think people are stupid.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's why they're gonna get rid of animals. They'll be like, oh, people are playing the fucking part. What do we need animals for?
Like, how do you do that? Yeah, you just wake up and be like, Ty, I'm gonna be a fucking goat today at the
Yeah,
petting zoo.
they're about their life, I guess.
They're horny, probably, right? Like that has to be like their source.
Unless they have a
Meeting
big
other
ass sheep
people.
orgy at the end of all that shit, they're just doing that for fun.
What happened to just good old fucking normal breeding? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just going to the
Crazy.
club, fucking dancing with a white girl after a line.
A line. After a
line in
couple
a
of
shot.
OJ and vodkas, screwdrivers, you know.
Don't look at
Shit.
me, Tony.
Miami Club, huh?
Yeah.
That Vice life.
That Vice life. Fucking glass, mirror tables everywhere. Shit, you know what the hell's happening.
Everybody's
No.
rocking fucking popped collars and fucking ties and fucking blazers.
There's a lot of clenched jaws and soft dicks in that fucking building, I'll tell you that.
A lot of smooth, man. A lot of friction.
A lot of sore jaws, yeah. Yeah, and friction.
Sore jaws
Time
and
to
friction
mop.
in that club.
Yeah, that's a good form of contraceptive, you know. A lot of whiskey and some cocaine, and you ain't getting shit pregnant. I'll tell you that.
Fuck.
You ain't getting shit pregnant in a bathroom stall of a Vice club. Shit.
At a Vice Club, Florida. Shit.
Shit, ain't getting pregnant in those clubs, dog.
Yeah.
Shit.
You just blasted away on a couple of 8 balls of some primo, fucking trying to fuck your 80-year-old, you know, your 80-pound cokehead girlfriend. Shit ain't happening. You're not fucking getting shit pregnant.
Like Steve said, that shit's all just fucking friction. Ain't nothing else in that bitch other than the friction.
How about you
and
guys just
fucking
sitting there looking
lockjaw.
like fucking like gremlins, you know what I mean? Snarling and shit.
Snarling shouldn't be passed out midnight doing all these
Yeah.
drinks and lines and
Just
shit.
sitting in the
Turns out
dark, grunting and shit. You know what I mean?
Coming up with multi-million-dollar ideas and shit.
on
Guttural sounds and shit.
Say, I'm gonna fucking dance tonight, baby.
Look at
Mm.
looking like Terry Crews off White Chicks and shit. Sitting there
Yeah,
all
fool.
fucking feeling the vibe. Get up there and just start fucking.
Sitting there having fun, you know what I mean?
Going in.
Body full
Yeah,
of
all these-
some substance and some alcohol.
All these fucking people since the coke, you know, since coke has died down a little bit, all these people are fertile as fuck. I'm just having mad kids. It's crazy.
It's a natural contraceptive
Yeah.
and a good time.
Yeah. It's always about the good time, I think. You know what I mean?
So we're all here for it, you know?
Is that why we love money? Is that why everyone wants money so we can have a good time?
Yeah.
Can't do shit without it.
If you don't have money, you're not having a good time.
Nah, and it
Well,
makes,
that's the
if
way
you don't
the
have
world
money,
came
even
to.
good times are kind of stupid. You know what I mean? You're just sitting there thinking like, fuck, I don't have enough money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the problem. Currency came into play and it fucking made everything revolve around it.
Like you'd be like, this steak is hella good, but I'm broke as fuck. And it's not, you know, you walk out even at that point for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
break
can't really
even at
enjoy
that
that
point.
steak the right way.
But imagine you eat that steak and you're like, damn, I got a shit ton of money.
You're like, I could
that's a
buy
good
another
steak.
one after
Yeah.
this and
Yeah.
another one
Yeah.
after that. Shit,
Yeah.
that's good
I
stuff.
can have
And
as
you
many
great
as-
enjoy it. Yeah. The whole time you're like, you're looking down, wondering, why did I spend the last of my money on this fucking steak?
Yeah, I've been there, man.
And then you just eat it with a sour taste in your mouth.
We ain't got much in the bank. She go out and order the steak. Huh.
Why she gonna do that?
Yeah. That's horrible. That's fuck. Oh wait, no, why you do that? Just all sad.
Yeah.
Fuck. We're broke as fuck. Why'd you buy a steak?
Yeah. I seen a video the other day. Some bitch took all her friends out for a birthday dinner and then told them all to split the bill. And like all the girls had like fucking big ass dinners and the guys yelling at them, I didn't have shit. I'm not splitting shit with you. It's a fucking
I'll pay for my
$4,000 meal.
drink.
I ain't splitting shit with you.
No, I saw this one thing though where like, yeah, this food took out his girl and she took all her friends and then the girl expected him to pay for all their fucking meals, like pay for the whole fucking meal. And she was all mad. She's like, I can't be fucking with a broke ass that, you know, can't be paying for me and my friends and all this kind of like, God damn, I'm paying for shit. You know
I'm
what
paying
I
for
mean?
shit other than you and me, girl. The fuck you think this
I wouldn't
was?
pay for that. Shit, I don't know that bitch. Shit. You gotta have
After
some,
that, you don't even know her.
you gotta have years with me, you know what I mean? I ain't paying for shit. The
After
fuck?
she said shit like that, you know where she stands, dog. It ain't it ain't where it is.
You could tell like they were kind of new. I don't know if it's your wife, do it, but don't pay for your wife. Your wife would ask you to pay for her friends first of all. That's where you got fucked up.
Your
You know
wife
what
would
I
make her
mean?
friends pay for them goddamn selves.
Yeah. Why aren't you yelling at
Yeah.
your friends, calling your friends broke?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like that's
You wanna
his
be
money
around
is your
broke-ass
money at that
people.
point too.
Yeah. You want to be at no broke. You don't want to be around no broke ass people, but you and your friends can't pay for your fucking dinner, and you expect your mans to.
I know. Fuck. I was trying to buy Linda a Birkin bag, and I went in there, and that shit was like $35,000. I was like, well, shit, you ain't getting that. Coach purse for you, mamacita.
You feel behind that.
I know that fool
Who would
Alan
be
back in the
buying
day.
females that shit, huh? They be buying Birkin bags. That's expensive as fuck.
A lot of this shit, all that fucking name shit, dog.
Yeah.
That luxury
It'd be
shit, like that
that.
fucking style.
All right, so like, is there one thing in your guys' life that you would just pay outright, no matter what it is, or like where you think spending the money on it is worth it?
There's a lot of different things. Like, I would, if I had like whatever resources, I would spend whatever I could, like on my parents' funerals, like something like that,
Yeah.
or like a
Okay.
wedding, or like somebody's anniversary or birthday, like somebody that's important to you. Like, to me, like if there's somebody that important to me, money shouldn't really be the problem.
Special
And
occasion.
I'd be willing to, spend what I need to in order to make somebody have their dream.
What about you, Steve? You have anything like that?
Stuff that basic, like stuff you would need every day.
I would say like toilet paper, because I ain't trying to finger my own ass. You know what I mean?
It's a good
So
one.
maybe like paper towels.
Well, no, like I make sure I buy quality paper, like toilet paper, because I don't like that cheap ass toilet paper. Like you can see through it and shit. You know what I mean? Like no, I like to buy the expensive toilet paper. Not super expensive, but I want to feel like I'm wiping my ass with some cloth. You know what I mean?
What
Like
about
hefty material?
a lifetime card of gas from a gas station?
I have to buy that. How much would it be? How much? What are we talking here?
Would you be willing to spend it? That's the question. Would you be willing to do that for your everyday life? Because then you wouldn't have to pay for. It'd be a one-time limit of gas, and you can fill up your car 2 or 3 times a day. There's no limit
That'd be
as
expensive.
long as you buy that lifetime membership.
It'd be like fucking at least like $100,000 or something.
I think so too.
But I mean, you can, if it's like that much, you can make your money back through a lifetime of having to use gas.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
would you be willing to spend
That's
it
what
to
I'm saying.
have
That's
that?
like essentials, like electricity or something. That's the first thing I thought of, was like, if I could just like have all my fucking electric bills paid off for the rest of my life and just be able to use as much electricity as I want, that'd be cool.
That would be tight.
Yeah.
That would be tight. Like memberships are tight. I like memberships. I'd rather fucking do shit through that. Like, let me pay you one lump sum for like a whole year, then I just get unlimited range of it.
I like square butts and I cannot lie. Squid and sea star can't deny. When a sponge walks in, 4 corners in his pants like he got phone book implants, the crowd shouts. All the ladies stare. Dang, those pants are square. Swinging through the seaweed tangles is a butt with sharp right angles. Now SpongeBob, I wanna get with ya, cause you're making me richer. I know why do we keep it grungy, cause everybody knows that he's so spongy. Ooh, rumpa sponge skin, you dance with your hips don't bend. So groove it and move it. If you got caboose, then prove it. SpongeBob is dancing and Squidward is glancing. He's hating, wet. Got SpongeBob running his set. I'm tired of all these chairs. They don't accommodate these squares. Take the average box run and tell him that you gotta have square back. Mr. Krabs,
Yeah.
Patrick,
Yeah.
has SpongeBob got the butt?
Oh,
Tell him
yeah.
to shake it,
Shake it.
shake it,
Shake it.
shake that cubicle butt. SpongeBob got back. Nah, dude, I said cubicle, not booty. Don't trip. Yeah, baby. When it comes to sea life, curves ain't got nothing to do with Bob's selection. 2x2x2 square trousers, working that black belt, looking like dotted lines. That's how SpongeBob likes to rock them threads, baby. A word to the deep sea sponges that wanna get wet and watch SpongeBob kick it. I gotta be straight when I say you gotta scrub till the break of dawn. Bob got it going on, been known to rock him a thong. Them round butts won't admit it, but they'd wear that gear if they could fit it. You can draw his body on paper, his waistline really don't taper. Your girlfriend wants to squeeze him, wanna push his pores and tease him, but SpongeBob ain't gonna have too much of that squeezing. You other sponges don't want none unless you rock square buns. To the new sponges in the magazines, you ain't it, Miss Thing. We rock them cubes, gals and dudes. I put it down at the Goo Lagoon. Some other box butts get jealous at the moves that come from square fellas. See Bob and they wanna get 'em, but Sandy Cheek, she won't let 'em. If you happen to wander on land and you wanna be a square butt fan, just drive the crew by the Burger King and give that sponge a ring. SpongeBob got back. Yeah.
Wet nurse.
Wet nurse is a woman who breastfeeds and cares for another woman's child.
Oh,
Okay. Oh damn. How like you could go? Are those still around? Do you know?
I'm sure if you had a mother who was still lactating, sure,
Get a BSB membership and we'll be that for you, right?
we'll be your wet
We'll be
nurse.
your wet nurse. Yeah. We'll
Breastfeed
mother
kids.
your. Yeah. Like
We'll
what
send
did
you your
Kevin
daily
Gates
dose
say?
of breast
One of
milk.
my partners' babies tried to silk my breast. That's when he realized he was fat and shit. I got all skinny.
Like a Family Guy, huh?
Yeah.
Like up here, try to breastfeed Stewie and shit.
Yeah.
Pull the hair out. He said, "Oh, it's disgusted."
Who pulled the hair out, was thirsty still, said, fuck this food. A weirdo, huh?
Oh,
That's wild.
Fucking Peter. God damn. Who's a fucking idiot? Oh shit. How long we got it. We got a good hour here. You guys want to wrap this up? So Jake, it's a good time to wrap this thing up. You got a question for the folks at home today, my good friend?
I do. What is your guys' opinion on AI? What do you guys think it's going to be in the future? And what do you want it to be?
Yeah. What
Do
are
you want
some
it to be
good
more helping and taking care of?
applications?
Do you want more of just manual labor so people aren't having to do
Hey,
shit
so
like that?
if you guys could implement AI into one of the processes in your life, what would you do it? Like, what would you apply it to?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you, motherfuckers. I don't care about them. What
What
would
I
you
apply
guys do?
to probably maybe just maintaining the house. Like cleaning, maybe
Like chores and shit.
yeah, cutting the lawn, like maintaining the look of it, the cleanliness of it. Maybe just stuff like that. Just to see how it would be before I even let it decide my rest of my fucking life.
I would upload these into an AI editor and just let that shit edit the show.
That'd be tight.
Save me a couple hours, but
That's a good idea, man.
but
I'll let
it's
that
really
forget
not
me
that big a
to
deal. Editing this shit does not take that long, but
I'll let that shit get me to Zeno rank on fighters.
Maybe like I think what I would be cool if I could have an AI like toilet that would like just come up to me and knows when I have to shit, and I could just shit anywhere, and like I'll just sit on it and it like pulls like a little thing around me, privacy, and I just shit, and then I just go about myself. You know what I mean? It just drives away and does whatever.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like a
It's
little
so
mini
freaking
car. It
massive.
pulls up, you sit in it real quick, and it
Because I think like I waste a lot of time taking a shit, like or like pissing and stuff. I'm like, fuck, I could be doing other shit right now. Like this is ridiculous. And then so I think if I had that, I could do whatever I'm doing, and just take a
Save
brief
time.
intermission and go back to doing it. Yeah.
Yep. Even at work, you just be at work sitting there, and then your toilet just knows when you get a little rumble, and it's like time to take a shit.
It just rolls up, but like, yep, it already knows. It's that time, and then you just take a shit, and it just has like reading. No, we all have our phones. I don't need reading material. Just take my shit and leave me, robot.
Yeah. It's like a Roomba toilet.
Yeah, what's your with your poop, with your poops. You know what I mean?
It's your pee pee poo poo.
Yeah, take your poop and your piss and take it away from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Intelligently, artificially intelligently.
Yeah. The most artificially intelligent way it could.
Yeah. I'm naming this episode AI BSB, by the way, right? Just so
Yeah.
acronyms. Acronyms for all at that time.
Artificial intelligence boys.
Artificial Intelligence Box State Boys 303. Right?
Huh. We should all did filters with robot faces or something.
Yeah, robot claw.
Let an AI make us.
AI generated box state boys. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Who's are gonna take our jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI generated Steve. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's probably way better than me.
No, it's not. It'd never have your spunk, kid. You know what I mean?
That's true. Thank you. I needed that.
You're a fighter, tiger. What
Yeah.
else? What other things do I need to say to you? Yeah, chin up, slugger. That type of shit.
Yeah. I shouldn't believe in myself some more.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of that,
Hey,
all you guys believe in yourselves out there.
Yeah.
And
Believe in yourself.
yeah.
For sure.
I want to take us out of here, man.
Yeah. And also believe in white Jesus. You might want to cut that out, but leave it if you want to.
No, we're leaving them, man.
Okay.
He's
All right,
your
guys.
true savior.
Well, make sure your intelligence is authentic and not artificial, guys. And with that being said, physical health is wealth, mental health is wealth. Love yourself, love the world around you. Peace.
Bye.
Hey.